Hey guys, welcome back to round 2 of the Happy Farms Farm Build competition. If you haven't seen round 1, go check that out. Link will be in the comments. In round 1, we saw some pretty epic farms, and I asked my community to vote for the farm they think should move on to the round of 8. 4 people had to go home, and the results were mind-blowing. Kenneth, Farmer Dan, More Farmer, and South Sass Gamer were all eliminated from the competition. So with 4 people eliminated, that brings us to the round of 8. The frontrunner of the competition has been Fearsome Rhino 2 with an outstanding 562 votes. But we have yet to see the favorites like Farming Sim SWU and Fieldman Farming. Can they match up against Fearsome Rhino 2? We will find out today. Alright, let's get right into today's matchups. First off, we have Farming Sim SWU versus Tristan's Farm. Take it away, Chris.
Alright, welcome to the Socks Way Up farm. You can see here we, right off the road, put the house down, and the idea or the thought process there was that that'd be the cheapest way to get electricity going to the house instead of running it back to the back of the property. Try to add a good amount of detail around the house, you know, a little bench there, a little place for firewood. This little light here with the wagon wheel looks pretty sweet. And then on the back side, we got a little place for, you know, the kids to play. A little sitting area and some storage. Some nice trees, sunflower fields look awesome. Some trees back here. Old school truck as well. And then we got over here a tractor and a little flower bed. Thought that was pretty sweet with the windmill. And just a little bit of equipment here on the ground and just some clutter for detail. Got a little work shed here. Some tractors in it, another barn, some bins here, there. Yeah, and then the cow farm, or the cow barn here. Just kind of the thought process here as we go pretty high up here in the air was building out as they went, right? They started with the house and they got this first barn here, added this other shed, this other barn, the silos, and got all the way back where they decided they wanted cows and placed them down there. But then naturally keeping as much of the field as possible, but having a little bit of living space was kind of the thought process there. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if it's a top tier farm, but I love it. I think it's pretty sweet. It fits the vibe I was going for. The inspiration that I had was my property that I live on and some of the old pictures that I've seen from it. Just going for like a compact farmyard here and living area, and then utilizing as much of the fields as possible to have crops.
Thanks, Chris, and good luck. Now let's take another look at Tristan's farm. I tell you what, this competition is heating up. Both of these farms are really well built, and I'm excited to see who you guys think will move on. On to the second matchup of the day, we have Critical Nathan versus Fieldman Farming. Gosh, another good matchup here. Two beautiful farms. And moving on to the other side of your bracket here, we have Caleb versus Alex Moore. And I know you guys are ready for this one. Our last matchup of the day, we have your front runner, Fearsome Rhino 2, versus the number 4 seed, Blake.
Well, I went for a more of a row crop type farm is what I was going for. I decided I didn't want to go for a cattle. I came close to going for a cattle, but I think we also got what we needed. So I'll just go through the farm real quickly. You have, of course, up top, you have your actual main farmhouse, which is perfectly beside the road where it's the most beautiful thing, of course, on the farm. And then going down, you have more of a gradient. You have your main shop area where you will be doing your main of your work on your equipment. You have your grain bin set up over there. Any of your grain, everything like that, your grain dryer, that's the GSI grain bin set up. And pretty much going down here, lower down at the bottom, you have your storage, your cold storage area. Any and all storage that you need is pretty much down here. Your diesel aisle there, and then you have your, one would be your fertilizer, one would be your herbicide containers to make sure you're not getting those confused. And yeah, it's a pretty simple farm, but I think it's definitely effective, especially on this map. I definitely do love the gradients that happen on this map. Like, I couldn't ask for any better of a farm really to be built.
Now that you guys have seen all of the farms here, head over to my community page here on my YouTube to vote for your favorite farm builds. Take care, guys, and I will see you in the Final Four.